Hello, nice to meet you everyone. I am Mac Kanazawa from SpaceBD, and it is very honor for me to be able to make a presentation this time in Australian Space Biology Symposium. Actually, this year, Australia and Japan have signed the Memorandum of Cooperation among agencies, and I believe this is a very good momentum for private collaboration between Australia and Japan as well. And today I'm so excited to find any joint works and joint programs in space sector between Australia and Japan in this symposium. So please let me share the slides to make a presentation. All right, so as you can see here, today I will cover how to utilize the ISS as a testbed for the future deep space exploration and human habitation. But before getting into that, let me introduce briefly about our corporate overview and our activity as the leading company in the ISS utilization as well as satellite launch service. As the space startup, SpaceBD was established in 2017 with the vision to bring dreams and commerce into space. As the abbreviation of BD, SpaceBD focuses on business development to accelerate space commercialization. Now we have 26 members in total and have office in Tokyo and Belgium as well. Our service includes satellite launch, ISS utilization, component procurement, testing facility installation, and business incubation in space sector. And we also provide leadership education program using JAXA's astronauts training program. So our diversification of service line is in accordance with JAXA's current commercialization initiative, especially in the low Earth orbit. SpaceBD was selected as an official service provider for 4 different types of access to space, as you can see here. The one is nanosatellite deployment service from the ISS. The second is ISS external platform utilization. And the third is H3 large-scale launch. And then the fourth was HTVX CubeSat deployment from higher orbit than ISS. All those 4 services were that SpaceBD was selected from JAXA as the official service operator on behalf of JAXA. For example, we have signed total 36 launch service agreements as for the deployment from the ISS, and acting as the leading satellite aggregator and launch service provider based in Tokyo. The deployment from the ISS is very reliable, cost-effective launch opportunity with flexible in schedule, as you can shift the launch window from one quarter to the other. And also, you do not need to concern about debris as it is relatively lower orbit. So as for our stance as a service provider, we always aim for being the best partner to access to space. With our well-experienced in-house engineers, we take very much hands-on approach through the launch campaign and making a lot of effort to simplify the safety assessment review process. And also we take commercial risk to accommodate more users, which government entity like JAXA cannot do or should not do. We think this is the beauty of privatization to make pie bigger in space industry. So for these 3 years since our establishment, we have accumulated widespread customer base globally as well as local partners and space agencies. We think that hearing voices from those customers and partners are very, very important to improve our services as well as developing new business in space sector. In Australia, we got a total of 4 launch service agreements. 2 of them are with Kuava, which is based in the University of Sydney, and also Curtin University, which is based in Perth. So we are very excited to launch those CubeSats from ISS to ISS and deploy it from there in the near future. So now I will get into inside of the ISS. As I explained, JAXA has already commercialized the satellite launch capabilities and external platform utilization and delegate those functions to private sector as SpaceBD. But when it comes to the inside of the ISS, where you can make microgravity experiment, JAXA has not commercialized yet. So what exists inside of the ISS? These are shown on the slide is just as some examples. The first one is the protein crystallization research facility, where you can conduct basic research related to crystal growth in various solutions of proteins in a space environment. And the second one, as you can see here, is cell biology experiment facility, where you can use artificial gravity environment. This means that you can make experiment as if it is such as moon gravity or Mars gravity, and as an example. I believe this is very useful testbed for future moon and Mars exploration. As I said, as a testbed for future deep space exploration and human habitation, the microgravity or gravity-controlled environment in the ISS can be used for like demonstration in space gravity, space biology, space food, and space medicine. This image shows example players here in Japan. One is iSpace, who is aiming for moon exploration, and the other is Space Food X, the consortium to promote circulating ecosystem in space. The microgravity environment in the ISS is not only for space exploration, but also for our daily life here on the Earth. Some biology study and the pharmaceutical manufacturing technology developed in the microgravity or gravity control system in the ISS should contribute to improve human life here on the Earth and to achieve SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, that was established by United Nations. So as you can see, there are very high potential in space to promote the development of biological technology and others. And as space, there is no limit for this potential. As the final note from my side, I would like to emphasize the importance of international collaboration. We always have questions in this space sector, competition or collaboration. I strongly believe that collaboration across the globe is very important, both in government level and also among private sector. Because space industry is still in the very early days and our ambition is very far, the priority is to make pie bigger together as the evolving industry. As the famous old quote says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And now here I am speaking at the Australian Space Biology Symposium. I am really looking forward to further collaboration with Australia players in the near future. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can see here my email address. So thank you very much.